Hi guys, welcome to the Nail Team YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like and leave any comments below if you want to. Thanks very much, bye! Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to print into your acrylic. So we're going to start off by putting a full thick layer of your strength powder. So I'm using NSI's Radiant White. You want to make sure that you've got enough product on to cover the whole nail, including your apex, because you're going to print into this and there's no capping after. So you don't want to be too sparing with your product at this point. Make sure you've got good coverage. You want to be doing it in as lesser beads as possible because you want them to be setting at a very similar time. You can do it in one bead, great. If you need to do it in two, that's fine. But no more really, because if you're doing it in 3, 4, 5 beads, they're going to be setting at different times, and then printing into them is going to be difficult. So you want to be mastering the art of getting it on in 1 or 2 beads. Then what you've got to do is wait for that acrylic to be at a certain setting stage, a mouldable stage. So definitely no shine left on that nail. It wants to be matte. I'm going to be using curling rods to print in with, but you can use anything. For example, you can use a paper clip. Anything that is metal and hard enough to press into that acrylic is going to work. Pop your tool that you're going to use into your powder so that you know it's a nice dry tool, there's no moisture on there, and then press nice and firmly into your acrylic. A little bit easier on a client than on a display tip because you can really press in nice and firm. Whereas with the display tip, obviously you've got to try and hold your hand underneath as well. You can give it a little wiggle to make sure that you've got a really good press and a good coverage all the way around that circle that I'm pressing in. But like I say, any shape metal tool that you can find that will print into your acrylic will work lovely. I'm using different size ones just for something a little bit different. So you've got to make sure that that acrylic's at that right setting stage. If it's too set, it's not going to print. If it's too soft, it's going to smudge rather than printing. So it's just getting those timings. Then you can use some coloured acrylics to fill in your little circles that you've made. Don't worry about it looking a little bit messy at this time because you've still got to file. So any excess colour is just going to come off. I'm using NSI's Basic Black, and then I'm using 2 of Crystal Nails metallic powders, a gold and a bronze. They're absolutely beautiful, these metallic powders. So just filling in those little circles, just make sure that you've got enough product to fill in the whole circle that you've created with your printing tool. You don't need to put too much on because any excess is going to file off anyway. So you're going to let that set. And once it's set, then you can file that nail with your 150 grit file, and you can see any excess colour that's not in those grooves just comes straight off. And then use your white block to smooth, and then your gel top coat on top. So it's a nice fun design, a little bit retro, nice easy fast one for your salon nails.